The welfare of the Nigerian police force comes into focus on this episode of Special Report. The Federal Executive Council had in 2021 approved the review and upgrade of salaries of police personnel by 20% to take effect this year. We will examine how far-reaching these motivations are on officers and its impact on policing in contemporary Nigeria. Thanks for joining us on the program. I'm Jeffrey Uzongo. Welfare is a major subject on the lips of serving uniformed personnel across ranks. And officers and men of the Nigerian police force are not left out of the conversation. Established in the 18th century, the Nigerian police has grown over the years to be a leading force in maintaining internal security as provided for in the nation's constitution. The force has a staff strength of 371,800, with current plans to increase that size to 650,000 and an annual rate of 10,000 recruitments.
The police should be given kind of special treatment when it comes to the tools of their trade. Because all over the world where police are performing, they have the tools of their trade. Look at the type of patrol vehicles police in foreign countries are using. Look at the kind of uniform. Look at the kind of gadgets around their body. The handcuff is there. This is there. The communication gadgets. Everything is with them. So it goes beyond that. For the police welfare, the police station, the police armory, the police barracks, aside from their salaries and allowances, are supposed to be taken care of by the federal government. The police, as of today, is still under the federal government. So it is the responsibility of the federal government to build all these infrastructures for the police, to equip the police. If anybody is going to do anything, then is an addition to what the bulk that the federal government is doing. So, what are we talking about? If the federal government has shirked its responsibility by taking care of the police, then what do you expect them to do?
However, these officers are confronted daily with welfare challenges. Displeased with this development, the force says it's taking the bull by the horn with the establishment of some welfare packages. One of such available packages is the Nigerian Police Force Microfinance Bank PLC, which was incorporated in 1993. The bank provides banking services including loan facility to both serving and retired officers of the Nigerian Police Force, with its ancillary institution and general banking services. Insurance cover for officers and men of the Nigerian police, another gain for the family of officers. Others are the Police Overseas Welfare Insurance Scheme. The program is designed to compensate members of the force who might have suffered accident, injury and death in the course of their official duty. The Police Health Maintenance Limited caters for the health care of all serving personnel. The HMO is directly supervised by the Inspector General of Police, Usman Alkali Baba, while the Deputy Inspector General of Police, Sanusi Lemo, serves as the Vice Chairman of the board. Retired Deputy Inspector General of Police, Uba Rinjem, is in charge of the Police Mortgage Bank. Here, loans are given to serving officers according to their cadre to own their own homes, while payment is made by installment.
We are in a situation where policemen are frustrated. If not for lack of job, if you are going to have a job, I don't think we'll join police. I'm not going to find anybody to join the police. A situation where you have policemen accommodation, a police job, we're told in the police institution, police job, your duty 24 hours. Only 24 hours no rest. You have no accommodation. Even every animal must rest. Every animal, even ants, has more time to rest. Because they just die. So policemen don't even have time to rest. No place to sleep. You see them sleeping in abandoned vehicles. See them sleeping in the office. Not talk of looking after their families. It's because the government made a mistake. When the government disposed of government properties, those police barracks were even sold. So police houses were sold. I remember when I became IG, I had to fight. Even IG's quarters were sold. So commercial houses, the commercial houses in some states were sold. I had to fight to get them back. So how could we expect somebody who's working 24 hours? There are no place, cannot even, there are not, you see that most of them are very dirty because they have not even their uniform. So, a situation like that was how I brought in police housing scheme. I wrote to the president. I explained this to him. I said, all police houses were sold. No balance for policemen any longer. After the time government was saying this, the population of the police was under 100,000. Now they're approaching 400,000. Barracks are not built. So see them. For example, let me use Abuja as an example. Abuja, you have a policeman who is posted on duty somewhere in Maitama. He can't even rent a house in Maitama. He can't even rent a room, you take content, 500,000. You couldn't afford it. So some of them going to live somewhere around beyond Kefi. We can get a small place to live. And they have to jog from Kefi to Abuja every day on duty. No vehicle. What do you expect from him? This is the situation, the welfare situation is so bad that I pity police officers.
We want to improve on our welfare. We want to see that there is improvement in condition of service and so that people can give commitment and dedication to the job. We have started renovating the barracks. So also we are also coming to do the ones that are belonging to the command. There are completing demands everywhere and the resources are scarce. So we are trying to distribute what we have to take care of places one after the other. So we have program of rebuilding our barracks. We have programs of renovating our barracks and also looking into the facilities, drainage, water, roads and everything.
The Nigerian Police Cooperative was established in 1977 as a welfare scheme to assist contributors to own affordable homes or purchase items and pay up over a specific period. The headquarters is in Lagos and has offices spread across the country. Assistant Inspector General of Police Usman Adamu is the Chief Executive Officer of the fully automated police welfare service provider with huge membership size and expansive investment portfolio.
Every police officer is a member. We provide a lot of services for the upliftment of the welfare of the Nigerian police. The cooperative society undertake a lot of housing projects, affordable housing projects for all the police personnel in the country. We do that by sometimes developing estate afresh from the inception up to construction and then allocation to policemen. And also sometimes you buy outright from developers and at reasonable price and then allocate to policemen and then sell them on loan to police. The society also provides loan facilities at affordable rate to all the police personnel who are in need. And we also embark on trading because we have shops all over the country. Almost all the state commands we have police shops, cooperative shops. We supply consumables to these shops for the sales to police personnel and also to members of the general public. The Police Cooperative Society also embark on other businesses like banking sector. We are into banking too, where the police cooperative owns the majority share of the Nigerian police microfinance bank, as well as the police mortgage bank. We also embark into hospitality business. As I'm talking to you, we have a very mighty hotel under construction along Bank Anthony. We also go into buying shares and securities of government and non-governmental organizations, all on behalf of the police. As speaking to you now, we have about 45 assets across all the country, from here in Lagos, Abuja, Kano, Sokoto, Zamfara, Port Harcourt, Yola, Jalingo, and what have you. We have categories of our asset. We have asset for the rank and file, asset for the inspectors, and asset for the SPOs.
In 2007, the Nigerian Police Cooperative partnered with the Federal Housing Authority and bought 24 units of 3-bedroom, fully detached bungalow from the Diamond Estate in the Idumor area of Lagos. This serves as the first cluster of estate investment by the society. Mr. Francis Emero, a retired Chief Superintendent of Police and practicing lawyer, is a pioneer beneficiary.
I think it's a good payback, some of us who came here, and if you compare the cost of the house today and when we bought it, you know, it's like a gift from the cooperative. And not only that, is that at the time we came, they gave us opportunity to pay. Not we pay at a time, but it's on deposit you have to pay. And after that, started paying until when you finished. And when you finish, it becomes yours. So I think for those of us who are retired, if this opportunity have not been given to us, some of us have retired and gone to the village. Likewise, some of us, you can see they have retired, they've sold their own, and they used to go and build their own houses again in their respective villages or in their respective towns. If such opportunity was not there, they can't keep that money in bulk, running to millions after retirement. So it is a good enterprise for the Nigerian police. I encourage everybody who are there to be part of it. Not only because of this, when you retire, you have something to take home, at least to take care of yourself before the retirement benefit will come. That is the essence of the Nigerian Police Cooperative. Because if you don't have the money to pursue your retirement benefit, you may even die before your time. But with the cooperative, you can go there and collect what you have been saving to pursue your pension and gratuity, and before it comes, you'll be hardy and be happy with your family. 100% assured.
6 years after, another partnership along the same axis is named after the former president of Nigeria, Goodluck Jonathan. Over 330 police families live in each of these 3-bedroom blocks of flats. All rules within this fence are strictly obeyed by residents and visitors.
I've been living in this estate for the past 7 years. Thank God I've finished paying my own for my own apartment. There is no problem. I don't know how to even thank them, because if not for police that give us the opportunity to be paying bit by bit, many of police officers might now even have a house or home that they might be living.
Far away more, but I agree, on the outskirts of Lagos lies this large expanse of land with some bungalow buildings. Muhammadu Buhari Housing Estate is on a public-private partnership arrangement. When completed, will accommodate 1,083 police families in 3-bedroom fully detached and 2-bedroom semi-detached bungalows. The delivering authority says the building will be ready in phases. At the moment, 106 units have been delivered. An allocation is in progress, although most of the flats are unoccupied. The completion of this cross-border road corridor will add to the economic value of the area. In a choice area of Ikeja, this massive hospitality investment embarked on years ago is a product of contributions by members. The Inspector General of Police is here to inspect the level of progress on the project.
We've been on this project, and I came to see the progress of the project. It is something that will benefit the police and the company we are partnering to build. We have equity of the land, and we have also contributed money through our cooperatives. So at the end of it, we'll manage it. We have means of sharing losses and profits, and at the end we will take over the hotel as police property. Our initial intention is to get it ready even earlier than now.
At the Federal Capital Territory, however, several opportunity lies for all categories of personnel. There are 2 schemes in Kubwa Access, close to the Army Post Housing Scheme. This project, solely owned by the police cooperative members, is undergoing a facelift. Another 280 units here was acquired along Kubwa-Abuja Expressway. Sunday Adelsi Estate in Dakwa has low-cost units. The 2 schemes provide shelter for members along Jabi Axis, while Shelter Plus Estate is situated close to the foot of Zuma Rock.
We have about 701 units of houses there, allocated to inspectors and rank and file. So these houses are just at the minimum cost within their own rate. We also have assets at Aso Hills. We have also asset at Brick City, Kubwa, about 260. This asset also is for officers of for ASPs, DSPs, and above.
These blocks of flats and terraces in a serene environment in Karasana and Guzape areas suit the purpose for families of senior officers.
What is Gwarimpa extension? This is for the senior officers because of the location and also because of the prices. So the estates are cut across the officers and the ranks and files. So those that are for the officers, we know the value and the cost will not be the same with the one for rank and file. So each category of personnel has their own type of asset affordable to their salary and then ability.
Mrs. Uchenna Ezemba is a wife to a serving senior police officer. She says her joy knows no bounds when they were allotted and moved into the flat 7 years ago. She encourages all to key into the scheme.
We packed into this place around September of 2016. Yes, that's how we came here. My husband has been working, we've been working from place to place, paying house rents. We've been in different places, and each time we find ourselves in any place, we pay house rent, we keep paying. So I think he, at a point, had to key in to the police welfare. He got this house, and by the time he got the house, it was good for us because we actually stopped paying house rent. Not like we no longer pay, but now when you pay, you know at the end of it, you are going to own the house. It belongs to you. Now the advantage is that we no longer need to keep moving around with him. Wherever he goes, he knows his family is safe. He knows no landlord is coming to say, pay house rent. He pays the money as at when due, and nobody comes to say, come and start paying. So the stress of having to always bother about how to raise the house rent was removed. In fact, the way it's done is it's done in such a manner that you wouldn't even notice you're buying a house. You're actually buying a house, living in the house while you buy the house. It wasn't pocket tearing. It's not like, you know, when you spend money, you're actually spending money, but it's not, it took away the stress of having to look for materials to start building. We just found ourselves here living in a house that is our own. You know what it means to live in your own house. Nobody's coming to say your guy did not pay. This man can move around, go wherever he wants to go, and I am safe with my children. This house is a very big house. I have 4 sons. You know how kids behave, so there's enough space for them. I am perfectly happy, especially the Nigerian police of today. I think the average Nigerian police husband now does better than one we had previously. To know, a lot of them do not know the advantage, what they stand to gain by keying in. The major problem they have is that most of them did not know. In fact, before we came to Abuja, we were in Enugu, and I tell you the truth, I did not know about police housing scheme. It was when I came here that I realized that a policeman can actually own a house that is his own beyond living in some of the barracks. I keep telling everybody I know, I always tell people, I am not a policewoman, I'm married to a policeman. I am privy to a lot of things about the police welfare, and I always tell people that I think the police welfare appears to be the best welfare of people in uniform that I've seen so far. It's helped people. Ordinarily, there was no way we would have owned a house in this axis of the country if not for police welfare. So I think I am grateful. I appreciate that a lot.
Miles apart from the first estate project in Abuja, the FAB estate local government are the Usman Alkali Baba estate in Mararaba and Union Homes in Kuje area, while other investment projects of the society cuts across other regions, Kaduna and Kano in the northwest.
It was advertised in our various offices, and subsequently we applied. We filled a form, and it was later allocated to us. The total sum because I applied for 2-bedroom, and the total sum is 5.5 million, which we were told that our cooperative will pay 1.5, which we are supposed to pay the balance monthly. So that's just the process, and that was what is happening so far. Because a total of 38,000 is being deducted monthly from my salary, so it's still reasonable. The facility here is good, even though there are some challenges here concerning the structure itself. The structure, as far as some of us are concerned, is not, we cannot say it's 100%. If you can see, there are some individual effort made by people to put 1 or 2 things in place concerning the structures. But you have to put your own personal resources to put some things in place. Before now, I think the issue of housing has been a problem to the Nigerian police, especially officers and men. So, but with this kind of scheme, it will go a long way to, ease some of the challenges, or most of the challenges. That's the most important venture that has ever happened to the Nigerian police. Because with this, you don't have to worry about your future concerning the issue of shelter. Before now, when it happened, you are serving, you are staying in the barracks, the issue of death comes up. The next thing, your family is chased out of the barrack. But with this, it will not happen. My appeal to the police authorities to build more of this. Because no matter what, even though the estate is large, but there are many police officers who are still interested, but there is no space for now. So we're appealing to the authority to do more concerning this kind of estate.
Although there are some little challenges we are facing, but they tried for us to get a place to put our head. We thank God for that. The challenges, the place is open, there is no fence. We are facing security threat. There is security threat. The road is not tied. If there is rainy season, we are facing difficulties to go out. To go to work is very difficult. The road are not tied. So they should help us. They should help us fence the place and help us to tie the road down to the estate here. I would thank them. They tried for us. In the Nigerian police, particularly the Nigerian police, the cooperative tried for us, for giving us a place like this to put our head. They tried, but they should put more effort so that they should make police a place, a standard organization that many people will want to come and enjoy what we too are enjoying inside.
Oyigwe in River State in the south-south, and Umaya in Abia State in the southeastern region, serving as comfortable places of abode to families of officers. However, the maintenance of these buildings and infrastructure should be of utmost importance to beneficiaries. There's an urgent need by occupants, especially those in the early projects, to collaborate on repairs and make their houses remain in good state. Well, that's it on this episode of the program. Thanks for your time and, of course, your usual company. I'm Jeffrey Uzongo.